Hi, my name is Darren Heartwell. I'd like to introduce you to our 2017 NTPA Grand National Modified Champion, Ricky Rose from Glencoe, Minnesota with the GIDDYUP tractor. Congratulations, Ricky.
Yeah, congratulate you for having me on your on this interview here, and it's been a fantastic year. We really didn't. We started out the year, really didn't know what to expect. We started out with a win, and it kind of continued on. So it's a fabulous moment for me right now.
Yeah. So 6 wins on the year. Is this your first Grand National title?
Yeah, this will be my first Grand National. I think we started Grand National in 2010 or 11. So it's been 6+ years or whatever. So we've won regional stuff. We're regional pullers prior to that. Like we've been pulling 40-some years. So so it's been a while, and it's just greatly appreciated because you never know if you're ever going to get to this point.
Right. Now you guys ran in the Superstock Diesel class, in the mod class, the unlimited class. So I mean, a long time. You said 40+ years?
Yes. Well, we started actually in 1973 when I was in high school yet. Just a local county fair, souping up a farm tractor, that type of thing. So I actually joined NTPA in 1980.
Okay,
so
wow.
It's been quite some time.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a great accomplishment to get that first Grand National title.
So we basically started out as a pro stock tractor.
Okay.
Switched it to a super stock tractor.
Okay.
Which my son Jeff drove, and when I had the mod yet, and then 2 years ago we decided we were going to sell the super stock tractor and just concentrate on this tractor. So it seems to work out.
Great. Now you started off. You said you started off the year with a win. It was a very dominant year. You had 6 wins. Never finished worse than 4th all season long. So in Toma, you got the win, or excuse me, Ellsworth, Wisconsin was the first modified hook. You got the win there. Took the lead into Toma. And then took it over again in Rockwell, Iowa, and never relinquished it with a win in Rockwell. So tell us, what was the biggest challenge of the season?
Well, of course, at Ellsworth, we did a lot of different things to our tractor, not knowing what to expect. Because last year we had a lot of rear end issues and whatnot all, and we went through that, and we were a little concerned if we did the right thing. Well, Ellsworth ended up to be a fantastic, it worked out well there. And then we got to Toma, and a little in question because my competitor, Brett Berg, which is a great friend of mine, seemed to be able to be a little better there than I was. So, so we were a little concerned there, but the tractor stayed together. So I guess when we got to Rockwell, that's when we were able to move ahead again. So so that Rockwell, I guess, was a turning point and never looking back after that point.
Okay. Now, what would you say was the biggest highlight of your season?
Winning the ring at Bowling Green, Ohio, for sure. Because we never really fan out very well at Bowling Green the previous years.
Yeah.
It just seems like we were in that 5th, 6th spot all the time. And so my fear was coming in there is, well, this is just going to be the big setback. Well, it ended up not being that way, and I'm very happy for that. I believe Bowling Green did a little different things on their track this year to make it probably a little better for me. I don't know, but the track held together well, and my tractor really loved it there for some reason this year. So
Great.
That was my highlight, I'd say.
Now you swept both hooks in Bowling Green.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And not by small margins either.
No, it was a dominant performance there in Bowling Green. So
I'm hoping at the Enderle we can repeat Bowling Green.
Yeah, that'd be great. So you won both hooks in Bowling Green. Sandwich, Illinois was the final 2 hooks of the year, an afternoon and an evening session there.
Yep.
So you won the afternoon and finished 2nd to clinch the title.
Yes.
In the evening session.
Yeah, we were. Me and Brett Berg were in the pull-off, and I really like pull-offs. I think it's a good thing for fans to get excitement and whatnot all. But I had to not come back for the pull-off just because the Enderle is coming up, and I want to save my tractor. And there was really no benefit for me to pull it off except for the fans. And it still bothers me to this day that I didn't please the fans there because they were wanting that. But I had to kind of look after my own interests a little bit there.
Absolutely. Now you mentioned, coming into the Enderle, we're taping this at the Enderle Pull-Off. You qualified in 2 divisions, in the modified and the unlimited, and we were also talking about, so congratulations on that. Tell us a little bit about that. I mean, What's it like? I know you go from 3 to 4 motors, correct?
Yeah, we had the 4th motor when we go to the unlimited thing, and the unlimited thing is an awesome ride. I mean, you got it's a different ride, it's a different drive style. You got to drive a little different, so that's kind of a learning thing there. I mean, and it's just it seems this year we never broke once in the mod class.
Wow, that's awesome.
And we did have some breakage, you know, little things that went wrong in the unlimited thing. So probably running both class helped me out. Just worked out that way that we broke it, had little issues in the unlimited and not in the mod.
Now, how long does it take you to switch to add that 4th motor?
At home in the shop, because we were a little concerned about getting it done here
Yeah.
in between sessions. So me and my 2 boys, we get it done in 45 minutes at home in the shop. So it'd probably take an hour here, but
Okay.
that's how long it took at home.
Now, we talked about being busy. So we talked about your win in Ellsworth and then moving on to Toma. In between Ellsworth and Toma is a very important event to you.
Yeah, me and Julie are the promoters of the Hutchinson Tractor, the Power Pole Nationals there. So that's a big load too.
Yeah.
So we had to have our tractor all ready, and hopefully it didn't break at Ellsworth, because we're working big time on getting the pole ready. Plus, it's a real busy time farming too. So,
Right.
So it's a real hectic schedule, but it always works out, and we try to please all the pullers, and
Right.
I want to thank all the fans for that make that show happen at Hutchinson, because without fans you don't have a pull. So and we were unfortunate this year to be rained out, so but hopefully everybody comes back next year. And
Yeah, I'll put in a plug. This was my first visit this year in 2017 to Hutchinson. Great facility. It's very convenient to get to. On great tracks and huge grandstands, and just a first-class event. You guys do a great job with that.
yeah, we always have a sellout crowd, so that's
awesome.
That really makes a promoter feel good.
Yeah.
To be able to fill every seat in the deal, and we hold about 5,000 people, so. And we probably got 500-600 people standing, so that's and we want to keep that going. So we're hoping, we're hoping. I know pull-offs, is good for the pullers, but it's good for the fans.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
we want to keep excitement for the pullers. Need to keep the excitement for the fans. So
great.
So I hope the pullers continue on doing what they do.
Right, great. So we know it takes a lot of work to keep doing what you're doing. Tell us a little bit about your family, your crew.
Well, I got my number 1 guy, my youngest son, Travis.
Okay.
Which is my number 1 guy. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So without him, I wouldn't go. And then I got my other boys that have been coming along. So I can't voice my expression enough for my crew.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about your sponsors too.
Okay, I got wonderful sponsors. Travis, of course, my number 1 pit crew.
Yep.
Ken Vinny,
Okay.
which became a very close friend of mine.
Yeah.
And I got SCS Gearbox, Craig over there, which we bought a lot of new parts for my tractor this last year. And of course, Simpico.
Okay.
I got a close friend with Phil McIntyre,
Okay.
which supplies me oil on the farm and keeps my tractor going. We got, of course, Sassy.
Brian Knox.
Yep, Brian, that helps keep going. And we got Case, which is a big sponsor of our Hutch
Yes.
pull.
Yes.
Very important to the Hutch tractor pull for their co-op money,
Yeah.
advertising.
Yeah, Case IH, the official equipment brand of the National
That's
Tractor
right.
Pullers
And then we got Peter Arnold, my local Case IH dealer,
Okay.
which
great.
is he supports my pulling 100%. And
Awesome.
It's just an awesome relationship there that I have with my dealer in Case IH, and hopefully we can continue on with that. And I want to thank NTPA for all they do to make the sport safe and get all the events lined up that's on the schedule and all that.
Okay.
All
okay.
that stuff.
So, Ricky, I mean, you said you've been pulling 40 plus years. When this first time, what does it mean to you? How does it feel?
You've been doing it so long
Yeah.
that it almost becomes a job almost. But then when you get to this point where you actually are a Grand National Championship,
Yeah.
It's just an awesome, awesome feeling.
Good, good. Congratulations. Thank you for your time.
Yep. Thanks for having me.